I wanted to share why your circle matters because we hear that all the time. We always hear like your top people, 5 around you, or you got to cut people off, or different things like that. But you don't always hear an example. And I've recently had a real life example that just solidified the importance of having true sisters in Christ. And you'll know by the way they act. So there was a gifted woman that came to our church. She had a prophetic gifting. And one of her nights there, I was actually traveling for work, but I was watching the event at my church live. Well, during her message, her prophetic word, she said my name. Now, with her saying my name, first I thought, oh, it's somebody else. Like there was hundreds of people there. I wasn't there, and I'm still learning how God works. Will we ever really know? But, so I'm thinking, oh, well, she must be talking about another Michelle. And then she said my name again. And I was like, well, somebody better get up and get their blessing. You're about to miss it. Well, the next thing I know, I can't hear the audience, but somebody must have said her husband's right there. Because what she said into the microphone was, oh, that's her husband. Then the camera pans, and it's my husband. She gives her word. My husband was blessed. I was blessed. I was called out, but that's a whole different story. The point is, it was one of my sisters, actually many of my sisters in Christ, that pointed out my husband. They recognized she was talking about me. They pointed out my husband. My family was able to be blessed because my friends didn't want me to miss my blessing. And then on top of that, so many of them were texting me during, they texted me after. I even had one friend that called me the next day because she just wanted to hear my voice and my expressions. But that's the importance of your circle. So many of them reaching out to make sure I saw the blessing, to just share the excitement with me, to encourage me and lift me up. That is women, right? And that's what women of Christ should be like. No time to compare. No time to say, woe is me. We straighten each other's crowns. We lift each other up. And we make sure that we each get our blessing. Because the Lord has an abundance of blessings for me and for them. And because they were faithful, it's kind of like the story about the friends that lower the paralytic down the roof, right? Their faith and their consistency, their push to get their friend to Jesus got him his blessing. And that was me. My friends made sure that me and my family got my blessings. And I pray that the Lord will remove people from your circle that ain't about that life, and he will replace them with friends that will lift you up, that will put you in the presence of the Lord if you can't do it yourself.